first.
Joey,
Mm.
post interview from Friday night. What did you think?
What do you mean what I think? I
What
was
What did you
sleeping-
think of the night?
I was sleeping the whole time.
Well, that's true.
I wasn't awake one bit the entire
I'm
night.
actually pretty interested to see what you think, being the youngest person in this group.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think of what you did experience?
For real, for real, I'm not doing it just for the tape. We can even stop this, because I'm actually interested in what you actually think.
He doesn't talk much, he's a man of few words.
Heard a few things, but that was about it.
But what did you think of what you experienced?
The whole house feels different than a normal haunted house, like that we would normally go to.
Different as in more peaceful?
Yes. You don't feel like you're constantly being watched or anything like that.
I would agree with that. I don't think I felt watched
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah,
Like you feel like they're not there to harm you at all.
right.
You're just there.
I think it's because of the way it's actually presented, it's clean
No.
and redone.
But
It's
see,
not-
that's a good thing, because I mean, he's so young, he hasn't dealt with a lot of stuff that we've dealt with or have seen through the years
Right.
that could taint our,
Well,
What
if
did
you
you
bring
think?
it up,
So Joey, why did you sleep in the RV? Why didn't you sleep in the house?
I was tired.
but you slept in the hallway, why didn't you sleep here all day?
Yeah.
You seem to fall asleep in every room of the house.
Exactly.
Except for when it was time to go to bed.
What do you mean? Couch is a little bit more comfortable than hardwood floor.
It wasn't, I wasn't afraid to sleep in the house, I just figured I brought the friggin' camper, I drove 7 hours in the damn camper and also fucking sleep in it.
So Joe, what did you think about the REM pod? With the experiences that we, had with it?
I think it was a lot more active than we've seen in the past since we've had it. We haven't had it all that long for a lot of the investigations, but some of the activity that we got, especially when we first got here, I mean, it was really quick that we got responses, and that whole thing of it not just lighting up, but that the noises it was making, like the verge of going off, but it would just throb in and out of it, I mean, that was really interesting. I mean, I think we were getting something. I truly believe that there was something trying to communicate with it, but, really wasn't as active as I'd hoped. But definitely think we got some evidence.
Yeah, because I think being an engineer and thinking differently than I think a lot of people here think, I'll agree with you that some of the questions, and you can't call 14, 15 times coincidence, because then it's no longer a coincidence.
Yeah.
But the only problem I had with the REM pod last night was the way it just stayed lit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't agree with, because you can't call everything a coincidence. You don't have 14 coincidences. So I agree. I think something was manipulating it, but I think there was so much energy that we didn't actually feel. But how could that? And I guess that's where I get questioning. If there's that much energy and we can't feel it, we can't sense it, negative or positive, how can that thing stay lit for that long? But as soon as Joey walked up to it, like one of the times yesterday, it was lit blue. As soon as he walked up to it, it died. And then as soon as he touched it, everything went crazy on it. So I kind of find that pretty interesting.
Yeah, like I said, that REM pod was just something else. I don't know. Especially when we first got here, we were up in the upstairs. That was the thing that kind of got me. I mean, we set that thing on the floor within 2 minutes of asking if there's something, or give us a sign.
I
that they
understand
started
you have
going
a
off.
first timer that's never, I've seen those devices on TV, but I've never experienced it live like I did last night, and boom, there was reaction. So I'm kind of relying on you guys to tell me if this is real, really happening kind of thing.
Well, that's where I think you being a first timer, you have to draw your own conclusions.
Right,
Because
right.
you're being a first timer, you can be a little bit more like what I'm talking about. Like, you know what? The thing
Skeptical.
yeah, skeptical. I'm not skeptical of the paranormal. I'm skeptical of a ton of data or a ton of information. And let's say you got 20 pieces of information. Personally, I will see one piece of information out of every 20 that you find. But I think that's good and it adds to the group. You being new, I think, should also be, kind of the same thing, or the complete opposite.
And I'm definitely going to look at the data. I believe in that. I know some things happened.
Oh, yeah.
I know I heard two voices, one sitting right here and one upstairs in that attic area.
You know, those two voices, that, especially the one that you and I heard right here yesterday, I mean,
Yeah.
that was definitely either a very young male
Yep.
or a female,
Mhm.
because it still didn't have the deep
Maturity.
maturity of the voice. Which I think, yeah, I think that one voice you and I heard, I looked at you, I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
it shocked me. I mean, we were talking about the subject we were talking about at the time, and then maybe it was just coincidence, but and then
Perfect
boom.
timing.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Well, then Karen had the feeling of a presence of a young boy
Boy.
upstairs.
Yeah.
And she was calling it right out. That,
Yeah.
I think this was a boy, it's somebody young.
Somebody young. Yeah, and I truly feel that. I don't feel like there's anything evil in this house. Does anybody feel that way?
I really don't wanna run into anything evil.
Yeah, but I don't feel it. Like, I don't feel
We
it.
all have different energies and strengths.
It's the value of a group.
Yeah.
Right.
I definitely have that leader personality, but again, I'm reserved. I'm trying to take in what you guys are showing me and learn. I'm trying to learn.
Yeah, we're not
But
experts by any means, we've just been on more investigations.
It's
that's
been
all.
great. I tell you, it's been. You guys have all been really, really cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
Cindy and I
let's-
were having that conversation this morning.
It's just the environment that you guys, have. It's just relaxed, laid
Yeah.
back. We're having fun.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's
It's
not
not
This is
intense.
where it's
work.
supposed
It's
to
not a job. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not frustrating or pressure. I don't feel any pressure.
Mhm.
So I appreciate it.
And I think that it helps the whole, just the whole investigation run smoother
Yeah.
all together, because there's no tension.
Yeah.
Everybody just kinda,
Mm-hmm.
we all like really come together and we're all open to whatever, oh, you have an idea, great, let's try that, and everybody's okay with it. And I really like that a lot too. But I'm gonna say that last night when we were upstairs in the attic, I personally felt that there were two spirits up there. The first one, I can't really tell you what it was, but I could feel it. It was very, very strong. The second one I know for sure was a young boy. He was about 12. He had dark hair, and I really want to say his name was Jonathan. So
And we can.
yeah, so
We'll
we're
just
gonna
push for
find
that.
out.
So what did you think about the banging, Karen? I mean, there was some pretty loud banging here last night.
What about the furniture
The
moving?
furniture, yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's
what I'm
sliding. I mean, I could just picture a big couch or table or desk being just shoved a foot.
Do you think that would be something that was upstairs, wanted us to hear them? Or something that happened in the past and it's just reliving itself?
No, I think that was something that was trying to make itself known. Wanted us to know it was here. I
Okay,
don't think it was residual.
that's good, and now.
To be honest, with the room that we were in when we heard it several times, I felt like it was right above us in the room that I stayed in.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
but I didn't
Interesting.
hear anything, when I went to bed that night. But that's what it sounded like it was coming from to me. But it was definitely something being moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you say you could feel the vibration on the
Yeah,
floor
I
from
could
it,
feel
too?
it. We could feel it in
Feel
our
it?
in our
See, in the
feet.
dining room, we
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
feel it. We could hear it, but we couldn't feel it.
So what do you guys think we should try tonight that we didn't do last night?
Joey, a little down.
Well, that I think is
In there.
you're gonna fit in there, cause we're gonna get it on you.
That's one of the, being the youngest member of the group, that's one of your initiations.
We could deck them out just like an altar boy.
There you go.
We got the basket.
We do have the basket.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, that thing gave me the chills when I found it.
Not laughing now,
Take
are
one for the
you?
angels.
You gotta
It's gonna take one for the
adults
team.
telling you you're gonna wear a gown and
Carry a purse
it's all for fun.
for us.
So, that's one good thing that we'll try tonight. What other things did we not do last night that we should probably do today?
Well, I mean, Karen read most of the history on the place. I didn't read up a whole lot on it. I mean, based on what you've seen and read, what do you think something we could try to recreate something or trigger something to
Respond to something, what do you think we could do to trigger?
I think a good thing that we discussed earlier is, go ahead and Google out some, organ music, church organ music,
Oh, yeah.
and play that. I think that'd be a good shot, and we can do that also when, Joey's having his little dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
See what we can't kick up,
His red gown.
his red gown.
I'm telling you, I can't fit in that.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
You're the only one, Joey.
You might not be able to wear that
There it is.
You're the only one. over
sweatshirt.
Yeah, you
So
probably
we
should
have
put
to-
you off, but
Yeah.
I think Bill will get in it.
We'll squeeze you in it.
Yeah, so the four of us slept here last night,
Pretty peaceful in the driveway.
you know, and they made me sleep all alone.
Nice comfy warm.
Oh, poor Cindy. Aw.
Karen's fault. Made me sleep alone. So, I don't know, I didn't sleep very good, I don't think.
Yeah.
I just, yeah, I kept hearing noises, I think.
Really?
Noises that would wake me up.
What kind of noises? What did you hear?
I mean, nothing huge
Oh.
or anything.
Is it just from being in a
It could
different
be.
environment?
I mean, it could be, the bed was hard as rock.
Yeah, it
That
was.
did not help any.
No, it didn't.
And
I agree with that.
just knowing where you're at, I mean, kinda hard to sleep and, yeah, with the camera on here all night,
Yeah.
you're like, somebody's gonna be watching this.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cindy's like, I get my film. And,
Yeah, we can all watch our own, I mean, hey. But, yeah, it's a little creepy, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be,
No.
no.
Okay. I didn't think it was bad either. Actually, I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything.
He said he heard noises.
He
in my
said-
room.
I'll be
Right.
honest, I was a little nervous at first when I got into bed, you know, I remember taking that deep breath going, okay, what's gonna go on, but, you know, once I went to sleep, you know, I thought I heard a voice, and it sat me up, and then once I did go to sleep, I don't know how long after I went to sleep, you know, I heard a loud noise that woke me up. I sat up, and then I went right back to sleep.
I don't think I felt any negative thing to sleep here, but I was never,
No.
I was never worried about sleeping in here. In a way, I kind of wanted something to happen while we slept. I've seen many shows where you see a blanket move
Yeah, something moved.
off of a person or on a person. So I was kind of, I'm very interested in looking at the data, at the video of it, especially while we were all sleeping. I think that is the time where the spirits can be curious about us, unless you snore like Karen.
And we're alone. Like
Right.
both me and Tom were by ourselves too.
Right, and I think at that point, you know, they can be curious about us as we are about them.
Yeah.
Who are you and why are you here? What makes you want to come here? Same reason we're here, exact same reason.
Mhm.
You know, who are you and why are you here? You know, I think that's, there were several times last night I heard a lot of noise. I could swear it was coming from your room. I literally thought you were gone, and then when I came down this morning and saw the DVR off and the door unlocked, I for sure thought you went out.